Buying a pair of roller skate wheels can feel like getting your first wand. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as mystical. By answering a few simple questions, we can figure out which wheels we need for which type of skate we're doing. In today's video, I'm going to cover the questions that you need to ask yourself, as well as give recommendations on the types of wheels that I would use to skate different styles like JB, New York, or Atlanta. So let's get into it. Question number 1, where do you want to skate? Knowing where you want to skate is going to help you decide the hardness and size of the wheels that you're going to need. Hardness refers to how hard the urethane is on your wheel. As a rule of thumb, hard wheels indoors, soft wheels outdoors. This is because hard wheels do not absorb shock as well as soft wheels. So when you're rolling outside, it can be extremely difficult and uncomfortable if you're using hard wheels. There's a couple of exceptions to this, and I want to break them down now. There are some places that are technically outside, but the grade of the floor is more like an indoor rink. For example, at Anacostia Roller Skating Pavilion, the pavilion is outdoors. However, the concrete rink is smooth, and it's generally better to use hard wheels inside of Anacostia Skating Pavilion. This is a little like Venice Beach as well. When you're skating outdoors in a specifically made dance and skate plaza, there is extremely smooth concrete. So indoor wheels are more ideal. Another location I didn't expect to be hard wheel viable is the tennis court. At first, I was taking my soft wheels down to the tennis court, but then I did a little research and I noticed that people recommend indoor wheels for tennis courts because they're so hard. Then I went out there myself and I could really feel the difference. There's very few obstacles on the court and the concrete is extremely hard. So let's contrast this with a spot like the Chao Phraya Market in Thailand. It's extremely rough concrete. It is not meant to be performed on. And that's why when I'm skating outdoors at the Chao Phraya Market, I use my soft wheels. If I'm going to be skating through the city, I want to use soft wheels as well. I'm not sure which obstacles I'm going to come up against, and I'm going to have to skate a very long distance through the city. So in situations like that, it's better to protect your feet and your wheels by using a softer wheel that's meant to absorb force better. Where you skate is also going to decide what size of wheels you need. Different skate locations require you to skate different distances and handle different obstacles. For example, if you're roller skating inside of a tennis court, you're not going to be skating extremely far or over many obstacles. This is a little bit like a skating rink. Inside of the skating rink, most people use small, hard wheels. And by skating on hard wheels on the hard floor, they can take advantage of the lack of friction and do additional pivots and slides. Let's contrast this with skating outdoors for distance. If I'm skating through a city like Washington, D.C., I want to use larger wheels. When you're skating up and down the street, you're going to be going farther distances in a less predictable area. So you have to be ready for different types of ground. Larger wheels help you roll over obstacles easier and go faster. This makes it a lot better for long distance and trail skating. Now that we talked about what we need to know when buying wheels in general, let's get specific on what types of wheels I would buy to skate different rhythm skating styles. Rhythm skating is connected. It's done predominantly indoors, and most skaters use small hard wheels that are going to help them pivot better on skates and do different slides. And there's some small specifications depending on which region that you skate in. So I want to go down and talk about each of the major styles and say what type of wheel I would use to skate most styles. Since rhythm skating is connected, most rhythm skating styles use the same style of wheel. So if you're going to be doing general rhythm skating or a style like snapping, New York, or even some JB setups, I would use the All American Dream Wheel. It's 57 by 30 millimeters large. It's a Vanathane wheel with the hardness of 101A. Being able to slide a little bit through your moves is going to go a long way. Be wary of your slide tolerance. I moved up to the All-American as I continued to advance as a skater, but before that I was skating on wheels that were around a 99A to a 100A just to play it a little bit more safe. In Detroit, roller skaters specialize in sliding. To slide, skaters use super hard wheels that are 103A plus. Different wheels have different amounts of slide depending on their material. Clay wheels have a 60% grip and a 40% slide, while wood wheels have a 40% grip and a 60% slide. At the very top is fiberglass wheels that will have a 100% slide on some floors. Skaters choose their material depending on their slide tolerance. Detroit isn't the only place where sliding is popular though. Skaters in California specialize in sliding as well. In California, skaters use their physics knowledge to take sliding to the next level. The smaller your wheel, the farther your slide. So in California, skaters will grind down their wheels to be even smaller to improve their sliding ability. Atlanta has a fast and hard-hitting style. In order to keep up with the pace of the floor and to make quick turns, many Atlanta skaters wear speed skating wheels. These are wheels that are about medium hardness, let's say a 92A to around a 98A, that are about 62 by 42 millimeters large. The wider, softer wheel helps with turning and maneuvering inside of the style. As the Atlanta skate styles continues to progress, more skaters are starting to adopt rhythm skating setups like the ones seen from snappers or New York skaters. When I'm skating outside to dance, I like to use a wheel that's similarly sized to my indoor wheel, but it's a little bit taller so that my plate doesn't scratch against the ground. I find that the backspin jelly roll is perfect for this because it is a 62 by 30 millimeter wheel and those extra 4 millimeters really help. If I'm looking to skate longer distances outside, I like to use a jam skating quad wheel like the Backspin Remix or the Backspin Deluxe because it's going to be wider and a little bit softer. So when I'm skating longer distances, I'm going to have the benefits of having a larger wheel. So there you have it. Whether you're skating at the tennis court, snapping in Snap City, or heading down to the Stratford to skate with men them, there is a wheel for you. TLDR, soft wheels outdoors, hard wheels indoors. So if you like this video, drop a like. If you love the video and you'd like to learn more, you might as well subscribe and hit that notification button. And if you have a question that you want me to answer, drop it down in the comments and I'll get to it ASAP. And until next time, happy skating, Boss Tweezy.